Hello, hello, Aldwin Alternate coming to you with day 4 of 8 of the Global Good News Challenge for August 2023. We are dedicating the August challenge to my beautiful cat Tiger, who passed away this week. My gorgeous cat who we had for 15 years here at the Happy House in Southport. Beautiful boy. That was him as a little kitten, and adopted him at a year and a half old in 2009, and he died, unfortunately. Actually, it was really within 10 minutes of me returning from a trip away to Sydney. He was very frail, and basically the last month of his life, he started to lose his appetite and get quite skinny. And this is quite a common problem with older cats, is they get thyroid issues or liver issues or kidney issues. And yeah, they just lose their appetite. So you really need to get the water into them. A lot of people syringe water into their mouth to keep them hydrated. And if we got onto it sooner, we might have been able to keep him alive a bit longer. However, by the time we got the water into him, it was a bit too late. And it's really hard to know at that stage, you know, how things are going to go. However, it was a tragic ending, and there's been quite a bit of grieving that has happened this week over that. However, on the positive side, after about 3 days of crying and grieving over my beautiful tiger cat, who we just love so much, he was such a beautiful boy. Since then, I have actually been blessed with another cat, another rescue cat, 5-year-old boy called Pablo, who's just adorable. He's right here next to me, and you'll see his photo on Instagram or Facebook. He is so beautiful. And it was interesting, the lady, Sierra Sue, who I first got Tiger from, who was looking for a home for Tiger back in 2009, I invited her to our little ceremonial burial that we had for Tiger the other day, and without me knowing, she sent my details over to the Wildcats Rescue, Wildcats Queensland. And they messaged me, actually, a lady called Barbara Jackson who runs that. She messaged me and said, I'm sorry to hear about Tiger passing. However, you know, if you're looking for another cat, we have just happened to have this one cat that has been attacked by other cats, and it's been in a cattery for 1 month. And it was a 5-year-old boy, and she gave me the number for the cattery. I went over to Mount Nathan, which is about a half-hour drive from my place on the Gold Coast in Southport area. And I saw this little cat, and he came straight up to me. His name's Pablo, a little black and white cat. And instantly, I just fell in love with him. And of course, I reached out to Tiger in Spirit Land, and he gave his blessing. And when I looked at the photos of the two of them side by side, actually, interestingly, he had Pablo had a white stripe just here on his above his nose, and Tiger also had a white stripe there, and there's white underneath. Tiger's ginger and white, and Pablo's sort of black and white. So interesting how things work out, and it definitely has helped with the grieving process. And I was talking to a girlfriend today, actually, who recently had her mother pass away, and I suggested that you know, maybe it's a good idea to get a pet. You know, if you have any sort of grieving going on, a pet can certainly add a lot of joy to your life. And I will be sharing today the 4th tip and the 4th gift, actually, that you can gain from pets, whether it's cats, dogs, whatever kind of pets you have, but particularly cats and dogs, with the benefits that I will mention. The gifts that you get from pets is phenomenal. And with the Good News Challenge, is a very simple live video challenge. If you haven't heard about it before, it's something that you can participate in. It's absolutely free. And if you're like myself and you've seen a lot of negative news over the years and you're sick of hearing all the negative news, well, this is your way that you can do something about it. You can be the change you wish to see in the world. As Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world, right? Be the change you wish to see in the world. So if you're sick of the negative news, here we go. I invite you, in fact, I challenge you to participate in the Global Good News Challenge. Now, to find out how it all works, just go to the post pinned to the top of the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. You'll find those details right here. I'm going to pop them in the chat. So it's facebook.com/good News Challenge. Okay, you'll see all the details. How to participate at the top. Basically, very simple format. You just do a live video on any social media platform of your choice. You can just hold your phone up and do it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever you like, and just share your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news at least. Okay, you can share more things you're grateful for. You can share more good news if you'd like to. That's the minimum. And as long as you hashtag Global Good News Challenge, we'll be able to find your challenge videos. We'll then share it out to thousands of people on our groups. And we will also add you to a private Global Good News Crusaders Facebook group as well, and you've got the chance to win some great prizes. Okay, so that's roughly how it works. For August being the 8th month, we have an 8-day challenge. So that's 8 days in a row of doing live videos, and most people do these in about 1 to 3 minutes. You can just keep it very, very simple. The practice is getting into gratitude, right? Sharing good news. And I challenge you to see how you feel after you do that. It is very, very powerful. I find every time I do a good news challenge, I feel so much better after doing it. It is remarkable. And it is, if you look at Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, you're raising your vibration by getting into gratitude. So you're opening up the pathways, right, energetically, and you're allowing greater opportunities and amazing things to come into your life the more you get into gratitude. Okay, so for August being the 8th month, 8-day challenge, you can start any time within August. If you miss a day, go back to day 1 and start again. For September, we have a 9-day challenge. Start anytime in September, 9 days in a row. Okay, that's the discipline of it. 9 days in a row, and then 10 days for October, etc. We keep going up depending on what number month it is. And then January, we go back to a 1-day challenge. Okay, so we're also helping people build their confidence to get on camera as well, to share themselves authentically, be themselves. People want to hear from you. People want to connect. They want to see that you're a real person, right? So I highly recommend that you give it a go. I know that everyone who's done it has shared that they've loved it, and we've had many people do the challenge multiple times as well. So here's my challenge for today, and then we will share with you some more gifts gained from pets. Okay, we'll go through the first 3. I'll repeat the first 3, and then we'll share number 4 with you today and bring you the next 4 over the next 4 days. All right, so here's mine for today. Hi, I'm Alden Altenay, also known as the Media Queen, based in Queensland. What I do is I help people get their message to the masses using the media, using online and offline media. That could be TV, radio, print, podcasts, online TV shows, basically help you be seen, heard, and known, and get out to the masses. 3 things I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for all of my mentors. I have had some phenomenal mentors in my time. And today I spent the whole day up with JT Fox in Brisbane. And, you know, no matter what you might think of JT Fox, he's an extraordinary guy, I think, and he's really, I think, humbled himself a lot in the last few years. I was in LA at the Mega Success event for 3 years in a row from 2017. I believe I did 2017, 18, 19 before COVID. 3 years in a row I was at the Mega Success in LA, and I loved it. You know, about 2,500 people from about 70 countries. Phenomenal experience. Interviewed Charlie Sheen on stage, Jewel on stage, Vanilla Ice, danced with Vanilla Ice on stage with a whole lot of other people doing Ice Ice Baby. I mean, it was just extraordinary experiences. And I must say, I love hanging out with people who are up to big things in life and who are really, you know, grabbing life up with both hands and really making the most of it. So very grateful to JT Fox today. I had a great day today, and I caught some of his event on the Gold Coast yesterday as well, in between other meetings. And I look forward to doing some more work with him. I think he's a pretty extraordinary guy. And, you know, he's come from very humble beginnings in Canada to be a multi-millionaire now, and his business acumen is pretty cool too. I like the way he does business. So yeah, I'll be doing a bit more work with JT and friends over the coming years. Very grateful for JT Fox. Very grateful for other mentors too that I've had. There's just too many to mention. I've done so many different programs and worked with so many different mentors. It's been an extraordinary journey. David Kavanagh was recently with in Thailand. He was amazing. Dale Beaumont, Business Blueprint program. I'm in that program. working with Jason Grossman at the moment. I mean, so many extraordinary people I've worked with. I could rattle off a heap of names, but really all of them have helped bring me to where I am today. And grateful for all of my mentors. Grateful also for my beautiful family, my parents, Bribie Island. I've got family around Australia, overseas, in Sydney and Gosford. I've got family in America, in Turkey, Greece, Ukraine, and some extraordinary people in my life. Some of my family members are phenomenal. They say we can't choose our family members. However, I love them regardless. And, they say with anything you do, there's going to be, 25% of people are going to love you. 25% of people are going to hate you. 25% of people are going to want to like you, but maybe don't. And the other 25% don't like you and want to like you, right? So it's, you just definitely can't please everyone with what you do. And often, if people are putting you down in any way, it often says more about them than it does about you, because hurt people, my friends. Hurt people. And so I'm putting out some gratitude today for all the people out there who are kind to others. And regardless of how people behave sometimes, sometimes we don't like how some people behave. However, I think really there's no room for rudeness. There's no need to be rude to anybody. I think you can state how you feel without being rude. So my gratitude goes out to all the people who actually show kindness to others and kindness to themselves. And, you are extraordinary, whether you think so or not. And it blows me away how many people are so hard on themselves. How many people say, oh, I'm such an idiot, I did this, or whatever it is, right? Just be very aware of what you're saying to yourself, okay? Be careful with your language, because you may just start to believe it if you call yourself an idiot, right? So consider that. Consider, what sort of language you're using with yourself. What do you say to yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror? I'm grateful for mirrors today, that I can look at myself. And in fact, one thing I've taken on board since I did a self-love weekend in a place called New Moonta out near Gin. I did the self-love weekend over the Valentine's weekend this year, early in February, with Andrew and Colette, who run the Self-Worth Warriors out there. And ever since that, when I look in the mirror, I brush my teeth, I say my I am statements. I am beautiful. I am resilient. I am patient, whatever it is. Look myself in the eyes in the mirror and say beautiful I am statements to myself. It's all building that self-love, right? It doesn't matter what you say in that regard, as long as it's positive, as long as it's lifting you up, then you will feel better afterwards. And it's really going to help to build that self-love and resilience and confidence in yourself. Because if you don't have confidence and faith in yourself, without being, arrogant, egotistical, you be humble and love yourself. Why not love yourself? You're a beautiful expression of life. You're a miracle of life by being born, right? We're 1 in a billion just by being born. We're extraordinary, and we often forget that. We can be so hard on ourselves, particularly in Australia. We've got this tall poppy syndrome business that goes on, and people just don't want to see you succeeding. And as JT Fox was saying, he said, well, in America, they want you to succeed, and then when you get to the top, they all want to pull you down. So it's, same, but different. Same, but different. We've got Antonio here. Hello, Antonio. Good to see you there on LinkedIn. Antonio Warren, where are you joining us from? Antonio, I'd love to hear where you're from. Definitely need more positive people in this world who love themselves and are still willing to love others despite situations, circumstances, and problems we're all facing in our lives. Absolutely, Antonio. I couldn't agree more on that. I think positivity can go a long way. And in fact, I was just on a business coaching call with the Level 2 coaching group with JT Fox's team. And we're talking about how do you keep your team engaged? If you're in business, how do you keep your team engaged? And he actually said positivity. Positivity starts with you. If you want to keep your team engaged, you come in and you be positive, and then the team will, should follow suit with that, right? If you're positive. But if you go in negative with your team, then it's not going to inspire a great company culture, is it? So be very aware, what's your energy like? Is it uplifting, or is it negative? Is that heavy energy? You know, it's like when certain people come into your life, are you happy when they come in through the door, or are you happy when they leave out through the door, right? Do they lift your energy up, or do they bring it down? And it's very, very important to look at this in your life. And sometimes these people are family, right? And you might want to minimize your time with some of your family as much as you might love them. You know, for some people, you can lead a horse to water, you just can't make them drink. And so, you know, we do the best we can, right? We do. And I'm sure everyone does the best they can with what they know, right? It's not saying one's better than the other. It's all about, you know, how are you doing life and how do you want to do life? You know, are you grateful for your life, or are you whinging all day, every day? You know, if you're whinging all day, every day, well, how's that feel? How's that feel? You know, most likely if you're whinging all day, every day, you've probably got some kind of physical illness as well, because that's what happens. We get dis-ease in our body when we have dis-ease emotionally, mentally, etc. Right? Yes, just notice, my friends. Notice, notice. So they're just a few things I'm grateful for. I could keep rattling on. I'm grateful I live on the Gold Coast. I'm grateful for some of my amazing friends I've got in my life. I'm grateful for some of the beautiful people I saw there today. Some of my clients, my mass media mastery clients, some of them were there today. We had Lorna Buckland, Angelique Pellegrino were there. We got a great photo together with some of our members. Got to see Linda Joy Ben again. Hadn't seen her for a while. Susan Sheehan was great to hang out with as well. So, you know, it's just some of the extraordinary people in my life. So grateful for you. And I'm grateful for you joining me today. And please let me know, what are you grateful for today in the comments? What are you grateful for today? And now the good news is that I have a free live training. I'm launching a brand new program next Thursday. It's called Launch Your Own Global TV Show. Launch Your Own Global TV Show. I'm so excited about this. It's 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time next Thursday night. And if you want to come along, just follow me on Eventbrite. Now, my Eventbrite link you will find amongst all my links here on my link tree. All my links are on my link tree. So just check my link tree out. It's linktr.ee/Aldwin. Okay, you'll see all of my links then. Go to the one that says Eventbrite, follow me on Eventbrite. And in fact, in there, you'll see in the events, it's a free event next Thursday, Launch Your Own Global TV Show. And I haven't actually done a live webinar, a public webinar, the last thing I did was really a masterclass way back in January. And since then, I did a few live events. I did some events with Lorna Buckland. In fact, we did Skyrocket Your Success. In 2023, we did 2 of those events. And with Angelique Pellegrino and Coffs Harbour, we did an Open Your Mind to Flourish, an in-person event. And I've done some trainings with some of my members. However, I haven't done a public sort of webinar for nearly 8 months now. So it's, I feel like it's new beginnings, and it is a new moon. We've just had a new moon, which is very exciting. I shared on one of my other challenges, what are some great things you can do around the new moon? Great time to manifest and consider what you want moving forward, and set some goals and do some cleansing and all those sorts of things. All right, now I am going to go over to our 4th gift gained from pets. So the first 3 days in this challenge, what we covered there was, the first day we covered unconditional love. Unconditional love is something that we get from pets, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to have unconditional love. Then we talked about stress relief is another beautiful gift that we get from pets, so the cats, dogs, birds, whatever it is, possums. Stress relief is a great thing when you connect with animals. The third thing is companionship. A lot of people are very lonely, and animals make beautiful companions, cats and dogs. And in fact, I must say, since getting Pablo, this new little cat, into our house here at the Happy House, I must say it's really helped the grieving process to move on from the death of Tiger. And while I miss Tiger dearly, because you do get a special bond, special connection with your pets, and they all have different, unique personalities, And Tiger he was a very special little boy, and little Tiger. And I'm so glad we gave him such a good life here for 15 years. He had a great life. And I'm very grateful that we were able to bless him with that, and that he blessed us with his life also for 15 years. It's been a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's hard to let go sometimes. However, when we allow new life to come in, it's the cycle of life, right? We have deaths, we have births, we have endings, we have beginnings, we have the doors closed, the doors open. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light where there's darkness, and there's always darkness where there's light. And so grateful for Tiger, and so grateful for beautiful Pablo, who's definitely helped with the grieving process to have a new beautiful life to look after here in the happy house. So companionship is a big one, particularly for those who get lonely sometimes. And the fourth gift gained from pets for the 4th day of the 8-day Global Good News Challenge is mindfulness. This is one of the great gifts we get from pets, mindfulness. Now, when we observe a cat's behavior, like their graceful movements or how they play, it helps us stay present in the moment and practice mindfulness, because often we get so scattered with a million different things. And I find when I connect with animals, I am just there in the moment. They teach us to be present. So mindfulness is the other one. So far, repeating again, we have unconditional love, we have stress relief, companionship, and mindfulness. So that's 4 gifts we get from pets. And hey, what's up? Hey, what's up there on Twitch? Mr. Valves BTW, by the way. I presume that means by the way, maybe it doesn't. Hey, what's up? Good to see you there. Thank you for joining me wherever you joined from here. We're streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you've joined us. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let us know, what are you grateful for in the comments, and where are you joining us from? Love to hear from you. And again, remember, as Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. We'll be back again tomorrow with day 5 of 8 of the Global Good News Challenge for August 2023. And I'll be sharing some more gifts gained from pets tomorrow as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again then.